A very famous celebrity once said, women should be financially independent. It does not matter who your father is, who your husband is, or who the man in your life is going to be. You need to be responsible for your finances. Hey everyone, this is Ruchika Kothari, and today on the Insights Duo, we are diving into a very powerful conversation which is financial literacy and importance of financial independence in a woman's life. And today, joining me is a woman who is not just an inspiration, not just a leader, but someone who has created a history in the Indian mutual fund industry. She is the first Indian woman, I repeat, she is the first Indian woman who is going to start her own mutual fund house. This milestone definitely proves that leadership is not governed by gender, but obviously by integrity, courage, and the passion to do something. I'm truly honored to welcome Mrs. Madhu Lunawat. Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on our show.
Pleasure is all mine.
So, starting with your journey, you come from a very small town in Assam. You took tuitions to fund your own education. Post that, you completed CA. And you have also worked in many big corporates like Infosys and Edelweiss. And today, you stand here as a founder of your own mutual fund house. How has this journey been? How have things shaped up for you?
So it's a long journey. I started working at a very young age of around 16. I started working. But as would happen traditionally in a lot of Marwadi families, you had a lot of judgment, you had a lot of naysayers, who should get married and so on and so forth. But I was very driven from a very young age, and I was very serious. Girls generally are very mature and serious. I would say that comes naturally to all of us. And also because no other females were educated in our family, my mother was very bold enough to consciously tell me all the time that education के साथ साथ आत्मनिर्भर बनना.
Absolutely.
That's very important. It's not about just completing a degree. It's also how do you put to use that degree is very important, because otherwise you are wasting a degree. So that's what I have learned in my life, and that's what I implemented. And there were a lot of challenges on the way, but one good part is I never gave up, and that has kept me going. And I can't say I can't say that I have any qualms or problems or about it. I'm very happy with the way my life have shaped up. I think that makes the strong, independent female I'm today.
Absolutely. You are an inspiration for many of us all. So, when we look back the data of the MF industry, so MF industry was perceived to be a male-dominated industry. So, are there any loopholes or gap that you thought are there in the existing ecosystem that you thought of bringing up your own company? And how is your company, the Wealth Company, going to make a difference in the market?
If you see the MF industry, it's a very, very vast industry. And as a business person, whenever I get into any business, I always think of the size. I always think of whether it's a blue ocean or a red ocean.
Correct.
So MF for me is a complete blue ocean. Only 6% of people in India are investing. Such a large impact you can do, by getting into this industry. So that was a main motivator. I did not think of male and females. I didn't even know that there were no female founders till I became. I didn't know that. And what was driving is the passion to improve the lives of our citizens, to basically reach each and every pin code of our country, to be the most trusted fund house for each and every citizen. That was the goal or motive with which we started the mutual fund.
So now, if I talk about the statistics, almost considering the MF database, 25.91% of the MF investors are females, which is almost like 1.34 CR out of the 5.37 CR investors. But the number is increasing. But despite that, there's a huge significant gap when it comes to women in investing. So, according to you, what is that thing that stops women in taking contribution or coming up with uh, their self coming up, why are they not investing much into the markets? Or do you think that what according to you would be actually a financial independence for a woman?
So there are a lot of, I would say, mindset issue here. Traditionally, we have been used to asking our male counterparts how to invest, where to invest, when to invest. So that has to change. So if you see the data, 70% females are saving. Females are great savers.
Correct.
But when it comes to investing, if you, again, we did some analysis of our own around female investing. We found 40% are investing, but those 40% are investing mostly in insurance. They treat insurance as investment because those are treated as, touted as guaranteed products. Second, they are investing in gold a lot.
Correct.
We all hear all the time Indian households have the most amount of gold.
Correct.
And third, they are investing in fixed deposits because that's where, again, that's a safe. We treat as it's a safe investment. So while mutual fund, the our body which MP, which it's done a great work in terms of educating the masses about the importance and the relevance of mutual funds. But I'll tell you what is missing for females. I'll tell you one is you need real active mutual fund distributors who are females,
Correct.
because a problem which a female has or her needs or her goals are very different from males. That can only be understood by a female distributor. So that's number one. The biggest problem in India today is we have very less number of mutual fund distributors who are females. And secondly, the trust deficit which is there in tier 3, tier 4, it is mostly because we are not present there. See, all you and I are present in tier 1 cities. So that presence is what we are building at the Wealth Company. We focus a lot on B30, beyond 30 cities of India, where we go out and we are shown, we are seen there, and we work with the local local advisors, local distributors, and we ensure that the trust building, it will take time. Rome was not built in a day. It will
Exactly.
not be done in the next 4 or 5 years. But I think we have come up a long way, and with these two three things. And third, what we do is being available in their language, because English is not the language which they speak or they trust it. Their local language is so important, which is where the mutual fund distributors, email distributors, and multilingual collaterals is going to help a long way in bringing Bharat to financial inclusion.
That brings me to my next question, which is a beautiful concept that you have started a new initiative, which is MFDD. Now, the name itself is so simple and so reliable that everybody can easily connect to. And when it comes to money, more than numbers and figures, what matters is trust. So, how do you think that, what is the vision of MFDD and how it is going to make a difference in the society?
So one is MFDD. The first reason to start MFDD was, as you spoke, there are very less distributors, and we females will need mutual fund distributors who are females.
Correct.
Second, also important, I was so attracted to it, and why we started so early on. So we were at Coimbatore Airport when the concept was innovated that time, and immediately next day morning we launched it. The reason being, it solved another problem of females. Like females typically go through a lot of M-shaped, if you have heard of M-shaped curve, where we are working till we are
Not married.
not married or don't have children. But after that, that graph goes down, and still it picks up again later. But that time we don't have good opportunities, so we end up taking jobs which are not high pay or not up to what we would like to have. So that's where we thought MFDV is such a powerful concept, where you can have flexibility, where you can earn, become independent, you can become an entrepreneur, and you are solving problems of crores of citizens of our country, not only females but also males, right? So those were the two important or two powerful, I would say, calling of due to which we launched MFD.
Okay. So this we are completely talking about tier 2, tier 3 cities. But even in tier 1 cities, if I talk about the MF industry in which we all belong, out of all the fund managers out there in the market, only 49 are female fund managers, which number is very less. It is almost 10% compared to the all fund managers available in the market. We did a small survey in our office. So we actually, in our entire workforce, 80% of us are women. But out of the survey, what I could make a conclusion is that even though all of them are working, same industry, but what happens is when it comes to taking a financial decision, the decision is still left with the family. Either your husband takes that decision or your father takes that decision. So, how can we encourage these young working women to come up, stand up, and take more leadership roles?
Hmm, that's a very tricky question. I always believe it's a mindset issue. It's, I would say, it's a self-driven issue. The society is not saying no to that females can't work. The society is not saying that females don't have position. It is there, and those who want to do it, they are doing it also. We are seeing in tier 1, and if you see the data, the new females, females who are aged 35 and less, they are actually investing a lot, they're actually working the way they should work, you know. So the for the other, I would say other age brackets, what has to change is the mindset has to change, which is where in every forum I keep telling the males of the house have to play a very important role. फीमेल्स जब चेंज करी दे आर डूइंग इट, बट कभी-कभी क्या होता है आप इतने जिस एनवायरनमेंट में कहीं वेयर यू स्टेइंग, इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम टू मूव आउट। सो द मेल्स हैव टू सपोर्ट अ लॉट दैट येस, इवन इफ एक टाइम का खाना नहीं बना, इट्स ओके, आई कैन आल्सो हेल्प इन द चिल्ड्रन और व्हाटएवर पेरेंट्स और इन-लॉ। सो वो अगर हेल्प मिल जाती है फीमेल्स को, आई थिंक मोर एंड मोर फीमेल्स विल बी एबल टू कम आउट एंड फॉलो their passion.
So I've read somewhere in your interview that your husband has been your biggest supporter in your journey. So this brings me to my next question, which is that I've heard a very nice term which is called the dal chawal investment. Now, if we talk about Indian families and Indian households, one of the most comforting food is dal chawal, which is simple, stable, and reliable. So, according to you, what is that one dal chawal investment which every woman should have in her portfolio, or even for someone who is just starting their financial journey?
In terms of investment, I love mutual fund. Tremendous power mutual fund has. Such a simple do, and good part is so beautifully regulated. So हम हमेशा जो बात करते हैं मिस सेलिंग हो जाएगा, all those things are not possible in mutual funds. So this is one product I love a lot. Once you have $2 million and above of surplus financial assets, then you go for other products like sophisticated products like AIF and others. But till then, stick to mutual funds.
Completely agree. So, I'll just share one small story. I heard somewhere two females were going on a trip, and one of the friend asked that, did your husband sponsor this trip? And she says, no, my mutual funds did. So, this line itself is so empowering, full of wisdom, and full of freedom. So, before we just wind up this session, I would like to ask you some few questions. Just tell me whatever comes to your mind when you hear these names. So, financial independence.
Absolutely necessity.
One mistake which women make with money.
You don't trust themselves.
One red flag you should never ignore.
देखिए, वी आर स्पीकिंग अबाउट बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ। बेटी बच भी गई, बेटी पढ़ भी बहुत अच्छे से रही है कंपेयर टू अदर जेंडर्स। अभी बेटी को समृद्ध बनाओ, बेटी को आत्मनिर्भर बनाओ, जिससे भारत समृद्ध बनेगा।
That's a very beautiful quote. So in depth. And last is, what is one of the biggest barrier that women face in their journey?
माइंडसेट, नथिंग एल्स, नो अदर करियर।
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your wisdom and your journey with us. Today's conversation is definitely a reminder that financial independence is not just a luxury, but in today's time, it's a necessity and a responsibility. So, to every woman out listening out there, start small, but start today because you deserve to have control of your finances. This is Ruchika Kothari on the Insights Duo. Until next time, stay invested, stay empowered, and keep investing in yourself.